man. For some reason, hold on. For some reason, YouTube chat is not showing up. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Let me see if I can figure this out before we start. Okay, it's disconnected. I think I got it. Fixing it. Okay, try type in the YouTube chat. Okay, yeah, it's working. All right. Okay, let me just do, I'm gonna be back real quick. I'm gonna not be using the bathroom. Give me a second though. Wait. You want to spend $2,000 on the reverb? Give me the $2,000 instead. I'll get you a better reverb plugin. Trust me. Okay, I think it's time. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a minute. It's been a while, man. How long has it been since I streamed? 2 weeks? A week? 1 or 2 weeks? It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Oh my God. I'm back. You love that song? Sorry, it had to stop. All right. Where do we start, man? Tell Tony I'm sorry that I'm overlapping with him right now. It's just I figured I have to get in a quick stream before my daughter comes home, because it's just been too long. You know, I've been meaning to do it, but then like I had to do the video last night, and I was up till like 5 a.m. doing that. Fear not, man. Hey, if you want to buy a $2,000 plugin, just give your money to me instead. All right, I can find you. We can get you something much cheaper. All right. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. All right. Let's get into the juice. Okay. Hold on a second here. Wasn't completely prepared for this. Blah, 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 blah. Put the growth bars on the screen. We're only gonna be streaming for like 2 hours though. To right now at least. We're gonna do a longer one probably sometime soon. Yeah, $2,000 reverb, man. I haven't checked it out yet, but all right. Is this you guys? Who is this here? I don't know. To be fair, I can't hear the compression on that shit. I can't hear. There's no. I don't hear the compression on the piano, dude. There's no compression. I don't think there's. I'm gonna have to turn it way up actually if I want to check that. Yeah, there's always more scams, dude. It's never ending amount of scams. I guess we'll start off with something kind of light here. With Eldre talking about the first genre to be replaced by AI. Can you guess what it is, guys? Give me your guesses in the chat. What do you think is the first thing that's gonna be replaced by AI? Yeah, yeah. No, well, maybe that too, but yeah, no, lo-fi. Lo-fi. It's just too easy to make. It's just too easy to make, dude.
I think lo-fi might.
This isn't even a hot take, man. I'm pretty sure I said this before this video came out. Hold on a second. All my stuff is set up for video recording like last night. Okay, here, let's listen to him here.
I think lo-fi might be one of the first genres to be completely taken over by AI, and the worst part about it is, I don't even think most people are gonna notice. Now this might sound
It's already happening, for sure. It's already happening.
crazy coming from me, someone who's built their entire career off of lo-fi and gotten hundreds of millions of streams from it, but the truth is, lo-fi generally is minimal. It's chill, it's laid back, it's background music. That's kind of the whole point of it. So realistically,
you don't know what the issue is with it. It's kind of soulless, you know? Now, when I say soulless, I'm not saying there's like a complete lack of feeling, but it's like, it's not the kind of music that like makes you cry, you know? It's not the kind of music that makes you want to change your life. It's just like chill background music, you know what I mean? Like, I think the music that's easiest going to be replaced by AI is going to be stuff for films, lo-fi, just anything that's in the background, things that don't require your immediate focus, you know? It is the new elevated music. And it's not even bad music per se, you know? It's basically just jazz with drums.
if you take a step back from being a creator of it and think like a listener, it's not really made for you to pay full attention to it. So if AI can make the same vibe in 30 seconds and it gets playlisted anyway, what does that mean for real producers? I'm more than sure a bunch of Spotify editorial playlists are already flooded with AI music. I haven't tested this theory, but today we're gonna dive into it. And the first way to test this out is for me to get familiar with these AI tools like Suno and Udio.
Oh man! All right, this is taking a turn I don't like already. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's just see. Let's let him cook.
I think that's how it's pronounced. Make a lo-fi beat with it. See how it sounds. Maybe compare it to one of mine's, and then I'm gonna.
Let me clarify. I'm not saying all film music will be replaced. I'm saying like, you know, just the stuff in the background, the stuff that's like the cheap stuff. You know, the cheap stuff's gonna be easily replaced. Not like because there's some amazing stuff sometimes, you know, like there can be some really amazing stuff, especially when there's no dialogue. That's usually when it hits its like peak.
Head over to Spotify, listen real close, and see if I can detect some AI. Because here's the thing, if I can go through a bunch of playlists and detect AI beats from ear, then that's actually a good sign. The real issue is if I can't detect it at all, because that means it's already.
Well, then if you can't detect it, though, you won't be able to prove anything here, though, right?
Already as good as everybody else's, or as bad as everybody else's, because, you know, sometimes these playlists are just, you know.
Bro, he's got like a 1 HP voice right now, dude. This is crazy. He sounds so defeated, dude. Like,
let's not go there. Let's test it out. Okay, so this is Suno. I think this might be like one of the most popular ones. And let's just type an idea. Let's do
it might be. I don't really know. I don't know.
Soft, chill, guitar, lo-fi, instrumental. Let's just see what that pops up. Okay, so they already did 2 tracks. Let's hear them.
Time to find a new career, pal. It's over. It's fucking over, dude. The thing about lo-fi is it doesn't even need bass. You know what I mean? Like it's like you've made it way too easy. You've made it way too easy at this point. You know?
I hate to say it, but that's pretty fire. Damn. I genuinely thought it would be worse. Let's play another one.
It's just the same. It's so derivative.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the drums, but I'm often not a big fan of drums that I hear in the Spotify playlist either. But that was a lot better than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. Let's pull up one of my beats just on Spotify, so it's like similar quality. Do I have a beat that's similar? Let's see. Bonita has guitar.
You know what's fucked up is it probably trained off his music. They like it's almost definitely trained off his music. The percussion is way more interesting in his stuff for sure.
I mean, for me, the thing that sets it apart is clearly like the actual sound quality, but honestly, it's not that
The dynamics
big of a difference.
too.
What's the most poppin' lo-fi playlist? Lo-fi beats. And let's just click one of these. I mean, this is banging.
I mean, it's hard to tell, bro. That might even be AI right there.
I'm familiar with Kupla though, so I know that's not AI.
Okay.
I mean, these are all real people. So I guess that's one tell you can see on Spotify about the artist. Okay, so let's try to see if we can replicate something like this though.
Yeah. Okay, so one way to spot these is like artists with like no other, like, they have no existence anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like they basically just seem like they popped up on Spotify and there's nothing else, you know? Like you can't find them anywhere else. You can't find them on Twitter. You can't find them on Instagram. They're only in those playlists and they're nowhere else. I mean, it's like it's an actual thing that has been proven. Like this is not even like a theory at this point.
How could we though? How could we? That sounds like something I would make. Let's see. Custom? Oh, create your own song. Somber lo-fi instrumental with short bass line and let's say Rhodes with lots of swing. Let's see if that is enough to make something good.
It might be too much.
Something that I would listen to or something that I would make. Which one is it? Midnight Reverie? Let's see. Damn, that's quick. That's quick.
I don't know, that sample's kind of ass.
I mean, I hate that. At least I hate that. But let's see. Lots of swing, minimal chords. Let's do minimal chords. Maybe that fix.
Yeah, Eldred's like, I'm cooked. He's like, dude, he's got like a not right now, but earlier in the video, he had like a 1 HP voice. Like you could have just like spit on him and he would have died right there. If you're pushing daisies.
And that wasn't somber at all. Unless I don't know what somber means. The fuck? Okay, it lost the plot. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign though. Okay, one of the main things I noticed is that the drums weren't.
Well, hey, you know what? If you were to release music like Kanye's newest song, I don't think AI can do that. I don't think they let you do that. All right. So if you want to be original, praise Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Weren't top quality. They sounded kind of weird.
Uncle Adams.
Hi
Bro, that's a throwback.
hats and all the like higher frequency stuff didn't sound very good. That being said, lo-fi is lo-fi, bro. That's the whole point. Like it doesn't need to sound good. People are gonna put that on in the background while they're
You say it doesn't need to
cooking,
sound good.
whatever it may be, and as long as the vibe's on point, it's good to go. To the ears of someone just throwing on background music on Spotify, That's totally fine, bro. Totally passable. And for someone who hypothetically, please don't get
Wait, I didn't say praise Adolf. I'm saying that's what you got to do if you don't want AI to train off your music.
any ideas, but I'm sure they're already doing it, who has the time and effort to like make
But yeah, sure, clip that. We need some drama farming, guys.
a bunch of these. It's similar to ChatGPT. I use that a lot, and sometimes you really have to be specific with how you prompt.
Yeah, someone make that Twitter account right now. Out of context reads. Go for it. Do it. I'll retweet it. Free clout right there. Come on.
I'm sure there are people who are going in here and getting their prompts down to a T that can really dial in and make something they
Timbaland.
like. So really,
that's a Timbaland prompt right there.
There are no real ethical ways to use this, I'd say, besides maybe just sampling it or something like that. And I don't even want to be cliche and say, oh, it sounds good, but it's soulless. You know what I'm saying? Because what really is the soul of music? There is like some kind of vibe you can get. At least for me, I'd like to think that I've kind of made my own lane with it.
Well, the thing is, it's copying vibe. You know what I mean? Like the chord progression and the melodies, that's the vibe. And the sounds, that's the vibe. So if it's just like being derivative, it's just copying a vibe. It's not making a vibe from scratch. So at a certain point, it's kind of just like eating itself, you know? No pause.
In lo-fi, a lot of my music doesn't sound exactly the same to the previous song, you know? That's what people say when it comes to AI, like there's no soul to it, but like, come on, bro, like for this genre, and not even just lo-fi, for like just piano music, ambient music, people are just putting it on in the background, bro. Like AI can definitely do that, and a lot of people won't notice. And here's the problem with that, right? Like lo-fi changed my life, TikTok, playlists, building a real fan base, like it really gave me everything. But now it can kind of start to feel like you are competing with the thousands of AI songs being uploaded and people that are just making specific.
I think it's more than thousands. If it's 18% of all stuff on Deezer, it's gotta be more than thousands. I think at least like tens or hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. I don't know.
Music to try to game the playlist system. And it becomes like not
depending on what time frame we're talking about.
So much about the music and more.
Spotify is full of AI music and some say it's ruining the platform. Yeah, just some say it though.
More so about how fast you can hit upload and how many songs you can upload. And let's keep it a bean, I'm making like 1 or 2 beats a week here. AI just made like 1,000 while I'm saying this sentence right now. I recently saw a stat that nearly 100,000 songs are uploaded to Spotify a day. And about 87% of that doesn't really get any streams or earn any income. And while we can't really identify the percentage of those uploads that are AI, but like common sense tells me that a good percentage of it has to be AI at this point. I'm not sure if all these streaming platforms have restrictions on AI generated music or anything yet, but like if I'm Spotify, I'm making the AI music myself and putting it in the playlist, which is a pretty valid theory of something that could be going on, you know what I'm saying? But again, we don't need to go there today.
Today is release day for my first song on my own label, though. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You couldn't have picked a worse time to release your first song ever. That's actually tragic, dude. Gonna pick like 10 years ago or something, 5 years ago, 3, 4, 3, even 2 maybe. Sometime before AI. It's not my first ever, okay.
Now, for those of you who knows me, I'm Mr. Optimism, you know what I'm saying? I see this stuff and it's not really something that gets to me or bothers me. It's not something that worries me about the future.
Okay, let's be honest though. You kind of had a 1 HP voice throughout like half this video. It may be bothering you a little bit, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. It definitely seems like it has you a little bit nervous.
Future that much. At the end of the day,
and like let me just get this straight. Like I would be nervous too. Like I'm already nervous, and I'm like I make different music, but I mean like I think funk music could easily be replaced too. Like you hit generate enough times, and yeah, who the fuck's going to an AI rapper concert? That's the thing is it's gonna basically you have to put more personality into your music, I think. Because if you're like original sounding, it's going to take a long time for it to catch up. You know?
There are 2 justified reactions to this.
Like, let me see it copy Tyler, the Creator. Let me see it copy Earl Sweatshirt. Let me see how that works. It's not going to be anywhere near the same.
Yes, 1, you can crash out, you can give up, you can try something else, or whatever it may be. But all that,
bro, who do you even crash out on with AI? Like, what does that look like? What does the AI? What does a crash out because AI look like? Is it just like you go crazy on social media? Like, You're gonna go crazy on your computer? You're gonna go full office space? Like, what does that look like?
Tells me is maybe you weren't making it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like for me
True.
personally, I started making lo-fi because I just gravitated to making chill music. And admittedly, I did see on Spotify that people were having millions of monthly listeners and barely any Instagram followers. So it seemed like this is something that someone could build a career off of. But that's just inevitable of something you would do when you are pursuing something, right? Like if I want to do this for a living, you got to find out a way to make money off of it. It's not the other way around.
Right. If you like get tricked into an AI rap beef, like if someone AI generates a song, you get tricked into it. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. Like you have no friends, man. Nobody talked to you about you before doing all of that. Like you recorded the response. No one was like, "Hey, this sounds like it might be AI." You know, you may be getting tricked here. You had no friends. You self-engineered. You recorded your own studio. You talked to no one. You asked for no feedback from anyone. Nothing.
Around, guys. I know I talk about streaming and virality and money and numbers all the time, but at the end of the day, if you didn't know this, if no one's ever told you this before, do not start making music to make money. It's possibly one of the
like there's no, you don't even have to tell people that, because if they're gonna be stupid enough to do that, they're gonna find out really quickly that that's not gonna pan out, dude. That's not gonna pan out. You don't even have to tell people that, dude. Like, I feel like we're just being dumb and wasting our breath by telling people that. Like, instead, let them waste their energy. If they want to if their whole plan with making music is to make money, let them waste their energy. You know, like you're wasting energy just saying that, in my opinion.
I don't want to say dumbest, but I just said it. Dumbest things you can do. You know what I'm saying? So if this gives you gloom and doom and makes you not want to pursue music or not want to pursue making lo-fi, then...
And it's not that you can't make money doing music, but it's just, there's just so many better ways to make money with your time, especially like starting out. Like the amount of like uphill work you have to do without getting paid is insane. You know, it's really just, it's corny, but it's just like, it's just for the whole creativity of it.
Maybe you were in it for the wrong reason and you should try something else. But me personally, this is just the music I like to make. And number two, the second reaction, which is the one I'm having and which is the one I suggest you should have, is to go throughout your love for music or your music career that you're working on with originality in mind and personality. A lot of my fans are fans of Eldre. They're fans of Eldre's music. Though like a bulk of my streams do come from like algorithmic playlists and stuff like that.
You guys are hating on the hat. I kind of like it. I don't know. I kind of wish I had one, if I'm being honest.
I've tried my hardest to build myself up as a like household name when it comes to lo-fi. Whether it's Spotify, my YouTube channel, my social media platforms, even when I work with brands, a lot of them are coming to me, like Ray-Ban Meta, for example, where they're thinking of cool campaign ideas. I'm the guy that can take a product and sample it in.
Okay, bro. What? We don't need the flex, man. We don't need the flex. So what is this? What is this flex right now?
To some chill kind of lo-fi beat to promote that product. So when it comes to like building a career and making income and all that kind of stuff, streams aren't my only source of income. I'm able to do brand deals. I'm able to sell sample packs and all that kind of stuff because I've built my name in the space by just being a hopefully trustworthy, if you guys would say.
Guys, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't, subscribe if you're new here, and consider donating via the Stream Elements link down in the description or a super chat. A great way for me to get some goofy, cool hats. Maybe I can get some silly hats. Would you guys like some silly hats or a pimp chalice or something, or some rings or crown? Probably from Etsy.
Say that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully a trustworthy name in the producer space, in the lo-fi space. And that's why I've been able to build such a good foundation for myself. So that's what we all need to do regardless of AI. Because think about it, like at some point, all music was made with instruments. So imagine when like DAWs came around, imagine
fucking Reason. It's fucking Reason, dude. Holy shit. Is that Reason 4?
When Splice came around, there's been big debates about splice loops and all that kind of stuff. Like there's always going to be shifts. AI might be one of the most scary ones, if I'm being honest, because they're literally creating shit out of thin air. But there's always going to be shifts in
He said with 1 HP voice.
Music, and no matter what, building your own personal brand.
Well, the thing about AI music not being able to be copyrighted is that's also a double-edged sword, though. That means that anybody can use it, you know? The only thing about it not being able to be copyrighted is you couldn't win a court case with it. You know, it just makes it like what is it called? Public whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The public copyright thing. I'm fried right now. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much, Kenny Rocks. Appreciate that. $5. Oh wait, it's gonna read it in like 3 days.
$5 towards the $2,000 reverb, or a silly hat.
Thank you very much, Kenny Rocks. I will look. I'll see what kind of silly hats they have. It's got to be like kind of silly, like, but not like insanely silly. You know what I mean? Like if it's Tony called me a cocksucker. Well, that's not very nice. What the fuck? Has he been hitting the drinks again, Tony? Hey, hold on a second. We gotta go check up on him in a second here.
And building your.
Is he mad I'm streaming right now, bro? I rose from the grave. All right, I rose from the grave, and all you're gonna call me a cocksucker? That's crazy. Nah, dude. Nah, that's crazy.
Your own fan base and getting people to fall in love with you as a person and as a personality,
Public domain,
and all that
yeah.
kind of stuff is really what is going to save you in the long run. When
hey, let's go. I thought I fixed the delay, dude. What is this?
More silly hats.
Yes, more silly hats. My current hat's not really silly. It's actually the opposite of silly. It's very serious.
people are just drowning out with AI stuff 24/7.
Well, hey, at least tell Tony I'm only gonna be live for like 2 hours. It's like an hour and a half more.
So all that
He wants me to
being
quit
said,
the business. No, dude, no. Well, I'm never quitting.
Is lo-fi hip-hop going to be killed by AI? It's possible, but so is ambient, so is anything that is simple and easy to make. Like the whole instrumental space could be screwed if that's how you like to see it. But in my personal opinion, I believe that this emergence of AI music is really just going to shine a much more brighter light on real artists and people.
I agree, Flow the River. Yeah. I believe AI music is forcing producers to become more creative and may elevate music out of the repetitive loop we've been in. I actually agree with that. Yeah, you're gonna have to make better shit. You're gonna have to make better. You're gonna have to think differently. I mean, 35 cents, bro. Okay, wait. It should not be playing a sound effect for 35 cents.
Or a silly woolly hat.
Hey, thank you for this the donation for the silly woolly hat, but it's not. It's not gonna give me much of a hat. Can maybe get like I can't even get a can of soda, really. I thank you, though. I appreciate that. What's the best cowbeat sample pack to get? I don't know, bro. All right, yeah, but I kind of do agree with that. I mean, it's not the best method to go about it, but I do think it will kind of force people to be more creative, you know?
People who put their personality at the forefront. If you think about any genre, like hip hop, for example, hip hop has recently become like the biggest genre in the past like 5-10 years or whatever. And there's a whole bunch of trash, a whole bunch of garbage, a whole bunch of doo-doo uploaded every single day.
It's not really a fair comparison though. Like lo-fi and rap music are totally different. Like rap has a lot more character to it. You know, there's like tons of different like varieties to it. You have people like Kendrick Lamar, you got people like Future, you got people like Aesop Rock. You know, like there's a million different directions you can go with it. Like comparing it to lo-fi is like way more one-dimensional.
There's always been a bunch of competition that just isn't that great. But what makes Kendrick Lamar, for example, the greatest of all time, I would say, you know what I'm saying? I know there's some older people that are Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z. Kendrick, bro. Kendrick. But what sets the Kendricks and all the other artists that you may love apart from all the artists that you never even heard of is them, their bodies of work that they've built. You know, when you find some music you really like, you want to dive into that person. You want to dive into their catalog. You want to watch their
Dive into that person.
interviews. You want to learn more about them. You want to go to their concerts. You want to do this and that. Now, that being said, when it comes to the instrumental space, that's not that big of a thing. You know what I'm saying? So take that with a grain of salt. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but what I'm trying to say is the AI flood is coming whether you like it or not. And the only way to rise above
You gotta dive into it. We gotta dive into the flood.
of the water is to be unapologetically you and have that at the forefront of everything
Bro,
you do.
I hate these like horny endings to videos, dude. Like, fuck me, dude. Like, just wanna fucking Oh, it's just fucking dude. What the hell, dude?
Dude, and I'd like to end this with a question. If you were listening to Spotify and you heard a song that you really liked, would you
Few dollars towards the hooker and cocaine fund.
Okay, well, we don't do that over here. We just get silly hats here. Thank you very much, Super Linux Audio Guru. Thank you guys for the donations. I appreciate that. Nuke. Now we're basically done. We got this. We got this. No, just kidding. Oh. With the fake out. Okay. I mean, it wasn't a bad video. Like, I think he was spitting for the most part, and it got a little corny, but all right, let's move on to the next thing here. We got some stuff to talk about. I don't know if I want to cover this mixed bus TV thing. Bella is on life support, bro. I mean, I am curious what happened, but maybe this just won't be. I don't know. That is really sad. Should I watch it, guys? I don't know. I am actually curious. I do feel bad for him. I don't know. I don't want to watch that on stream. Okay, let's look at this here. Okay, $2,000 reverb. 1 second. It's really sad. Yeah, that sounds sad. All right, $2,000 reverb plugin. That's crazy. On Sweetwater, no less. I've never even heard of this one. What? So is this like a surround sound reverb? So the new Beam thing, I'm gonna talk about that on the video I filmed tonight. It cooks. All right, nice. They sent me it. I didn't even like open it though, so I wasn't sure if it was coming out. I didn't know it was gonna come out like immediately. I figured there was gonna be like a wait. All right, let's see. $2,000 Inspired Acoustics Inspirata Immersive Edition. So it's a plugin with an IR library and 22.2 surround Dolby Atmos support. Bro, that's crazy. 22.2. It's a little much. You know what I mean? At what point is it too much? You know, what is it called? Inspired Acoustics. Here, let me just search this up here. Bro, it is a joke. I'll take the 5-year payment plan, but it might be outdated by then. Wait, bro. Hold on a second. There are videos of it from like 2021. Hold on, I need to look this up on Google. The Brave search engine is like really fucking bad. It's really bad. It does magic. Whoa, that is not the right. It makes you jizz though. Sanjay must have a video about this. All right, let's see it. Look at the videos too. Personal upgrade, $1,700. That's nuts. All right, let's see. The ultimate next generation immersive reverb workstation employing time variant convolution and providing you total acoustic freedom. Holy shit, this is... That's a lot, bro. I'm already lightheaded. Choose from a wide variety of real acoustic spaces sampled in unprecedented detail, iconic concert halls, theaters, places. The crazy thing is you could probably use like a free reverb and get away with it. You get away with it. Maybe not in like surround. It might be different with like surround, but in like regular use cases, which most people are going to be using it for, like you could probably get away with like a lot of other shit that's not $2,000. Okay, this is actually kind of crazy though. 500,000 impulse responses. How do they even get 500,000 impulse responses? How do they do that? I'm actually kind of impressed by that. 500,000, guys. Think about how many that is. It's halfway to a million. Halfway to a million impulse responses. How did they even get that? Am I the only one tripping about that? Who cares how many impulse responses? I don't really care, but just the amount is like shocking. That's shocking. Move around your sound sources and listener position. Okay. All right. What else is there about it? Jarvis, enhance. Vast content library for music and post-production. Bro, if using this for music, that's insane. Yeah, if you have like every reverb on the market, you probably don't really need this. Automate random changes? Probably. What kind of system do you have to listen to actually hear what's going on? Well, they said it does up to 22.2. So, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot. You could have a 22.2 system. Limitless positioning, smooth movement, revolutionary spatial controls. Yeah, this just, I just can't, I don't see how anyone could justify this. This is crazy. They do have other versions of it though. So if you want to, get the light version here. I don't know, man. This is kind of a lot to go into. So available surround sound options. This one goes up to 22.2. It goes up to 384 kilohertz. This is for film, I bet. Yeah. I just don't even think people are like realistically even use it like that though. Dude, like, do theaters even have what surround system do theaters usually have? I'm using the Brave search, so this is not gonna be great, but bro, movie theater, at least according to this, movie theaters typically use a 6.1 surround system. You know what I mean? Like, what is the 22.2 for? Like, who is that for? What theater are you going to with 22.2? I don't know anyone who's ever even considered getting the 22.2. Pre-recorded live events and multiple speakers. You might be able to get this in R2R. You can change the default search engine in Brave. Nah, I didn't know that. I just reinstalled it recently. Let's see. All right. You know what? Let's check out the demos. Room pack extension piano. Yeah, this is the most yuppie plugin. Fuck it. Let's just go to the, let's just check out the video, dude. Okay, never mind. That's pretty subtle. That's a really light reverb. I want like something extreme. All right, let's just go to YouTube, where everything good is. All right, let's see here. Inspirata reverb. What is it? Immersive. Let's see. The most real sounding reverb out there. Heron Island Studio. Hey, thank you for that, Derived Doom. Appreciate that, man. More
Thanks
silly
for your
hats.
ongoing work. I saved a fortune listening to your suggestions.
Hell yeah. That's why I look to do. That's what I look to do, guys. All right, which video should we check out? Stereo with demonstration. Most real sounding reverb out there. Okay, let's just check this out real quick. I will say this, it doesn't sound like very chorusy, Like a lot of like low quality reverbs will have like that like chorusy ring out. Like, and like with regardless of whether or not you turn on and off the chorus. I mean, I will say this, there's kind of a lot of controls, but I hate this UI. I fucking hate this UI. This would be the $150 version, not the $2,000 version. Like, where do we... Okay, I looked up Immersive. Is there anyone that has... Okay, hold on. Does anyone even have the $2,000 version? That's what we need to... That's what we need to find out. This is the professional edition. Okay, wait. So what is the professional edition? Bro, I don't think anyone has the immersive edition. I don't even think we could actually see it. Nobody would waste their money on that. Ugly UI is how you know it's legit? Possibly. That is kind of true. I mean, look at Air Windows plugins.
There are pretty amazing.
Okay, that is kind of crazy though, How would to sample the immersive version on YouTube? I mean, bro, we can only do so well. We can only do so well.
And what's astounding is that the sound changes as if you really were in these positions, and they've done this by...
To be fair though, how would you really know that? I feel like that'd be kind of hard to really know. Like, you could kind of like guesstimate, but
recording impulse responses with mic setup.
Oh, that's probably why there's so many impulse responses, bro. They just like sampled a bunch of them in the same room in different places.
In lots of different positions. So it's not just one impulse response.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not for us. I don't think it's for almost anyone on the planet, but I mean, I get it kinda, but $2,000 is insane, dude. Like, I don't think anybody should ever buy that version. Like, what was the other one? The other one like makes more sense. The one before that, I can't remember how much it is. It's probably like 500, but that's still crazy. That's a lot. I don't know how much more we can really dive into this. It's gonna be like really nerdy and boring. All right, let's move on to the next thing. We're gonna nuke it for fun.
What the fuck?
Okay, the House of Kush. Mixing music is not the job you think it is.
Here's the beautiful and really challenging thing to get your head around. But
bro, the challenging thing for me to get my head around is the lighting in this room right now. This is crazy. Very like Fallout steampunk vibes, you know? But bro, this is some night vision shit. This is some like Paris Hilton night vision shit.
oh man, if you have the vibe and the groove, now what you have to do is you have to, as quickly as you can in this mix, get the listener's attention.
Okay, well, you're getting my attention by putting a lot of it in the left ear. That is working for sure.
And then sustain it.
Okay.
Welcome back to Kush After Hours.
Wait, this is not a 3-year-old video. This is 3 days ago.
My name's Gregory Scott. It's been a hot minute. You may notice a change in my surroundings here. It's very different in here. My life
Yeah, this is like submarine vibes. This is kind of crazy.
is different. Lots happened in the last 2 years, and I've learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to getting into all that with you. But before
Has he
I
been
do
missing?
that, I think I want to bring everything back to maybe the
breakup got to him too, dude.
most basic, fundamental, and deceptively simple question that I could possibly ask you, which is when you go to build a mix of a song, right? You got a song, got your tracks, got your workstation, gonna mix your song. What are you doing? What's your job? A lot of people on YouTube talking about mixing and production and engineering and all that stuff. I don't know that I've heard anybody ask this question. So there are some surface level answers to that. It's to blend all these sounds together until you have a coherent kind of a mix. Maybe terms like glue and clarity and punch and definition. So setting aside the technical, that your job is to take all of these tracks and blend them together so that you get this resulting mix. That's the obvious, easy, simple answer. But really, your job, our job as mix engineer, is to create a mix such that when people listen to that mix, they feel things. Hopefully they feel things right from the get.
So I think one thing he was talking about earlier is how you want to get people's attention with your mix. And the funny thing about that is I feel like it's almost like, especially when you're working like online with someone, it feels like you're not even supposed to do that. Like you're just supposed to like do the job by the numbers, you know what I mean? And it's like you don't really want to like go too far astray with creative decisions, otherwise they may not be into it, you know? I'm not even disagreeing with him here. Actually, I do agree with that. Like I just think that I guess is like the way mixing and mastering works nowadays, like people are almost working against that.
And then at certain moments,
no, yeah, the music should get the attention, but also the mix should get the attention too. I do agree with that. Like that's the reason why panning was done so extreme a long time ago. Once upon a time.
all through the story of the song, and then at the end of the song, a feeling lingers. And that feeling, as all feelings do, has to live and linger in the body. Right? This is where we feel things. That's the sort of deep philosophical thing that everything else that we do, from writing faders to compressing and equalizing and reverberating and automating and all of that stuff, is in service of this one underlying goal, which is to make the listener feel things. So with that in mind,
Okay.
this is why I'm going to advise, if you don't already do this, just give it a thought. It's not for everybody.
Okay,
Everybody's
what's he
got their
gonna
own
say?
workflow, their own approach to mixing songs. But I'm going to suggest that you experiment with building your mix from the very first note of the song forward. Try to create a world, a space, an environment that has one or both of two things: vibe and groove. Those are the two most formidable weapons that you can deploy in the pursuit of creating a feeling in the listener.
This is very abstract. It's almost like too, like, I feel like it's like, at least so far, it's like too abstract to act on. I'm hoping he's going to get a little more objective with it.
Maybe you've never really thought of it this way. When you listen to songs in your playlists in the coming days, weeks,
Hey, what's up, Tom?
and months, I want you to try to hear these two qualities.
And John.
The vibe and or the groove. You really don't need both, but man, if you get both, that's great. So, vibe. Vibe comes from things like texture, literally the feeling of the sound. So if a vocal is gritty, or if it's smooth, if it's polished, if it's shiny or shimmery, right? Those are all different textures that will create different vibes. And you marry that with the vibe of other sounds. It's nice to play with contrasts, to have a shiny sound here.
Bro, like for instance, I've been working on this pop mix for this dude and this chick, and I put like this like really deep reverb on like the background vocals, and it like, I think it made it like way better, in my opinion. And I think like people doing stuff like that in the mixdown phase, it's good. Like people need to do that kind of shit more often. I actually used Space Blender for that. I ended up having to flatten it though in the project because it was like, it's very CPU heavy. Space Blender is dope as hell though. It sounds really good.
And kind of a gritty sound over here. And to play up that contrast can create something interesting. Or you might want to grit everything out or make everything shiny. It doesn't matter. It's going to vary from song to song. There's no right or wrong choices in these kinds of pursuits. But vibe, groove. So under the umbrella vibe, we got texture. We have space. Space is a powerful, powerful tool. Whether it's using a real or artificial
he does look like
reverbs
Dax.
to create literal sort of environments that...
If anybody doesn't know who Dax is. Yeah, bro. I haven't seen them both in the same place before.
Make any sense? Because if you were...
Oh, whoops.
have a sound here.
Let's go check on Tony
and then
after.
Other sounds or other aspects of that sound wrap around it or behind it to give it depth. It's also really cool to play with no space. I'm a huge fan of this, like claustrophobic recordings. A lot of stuff from the 70s was like that. Most of it wasn't. You'd be surprised how much reverb was in those dry recordings that we think of. But setting that aside, when you're listening to music in the coming days, pay attention to what are they doing to create a sense of space. Having all of your sounds in the middle, mono or mono-ish. It doesn't have to be all stacked right on top of each other, but you can have a vocal here or a top line or whatever it is, and you can have something else just off to the side and then something else behind it and a little off to the side there. And you can have things up the middle, and that creates a very specific vibe. Likewise, having like things way out to the side, having everything way out to the side, having absolutely nothing up the middle. A lot of my favorite productions have that effect where even the drums are way over there and maybe the bass is on the other side. And here,
I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a fan of that though, personally. Just drums on the left or something. Like, come on, dude, no.
there's the guitar and there's the piano and there's the conga and there's the reverb. And nothing's up the middle really. It's a really weird, interesting space.
It is true. It is interesting, but it is very distracting.
Be careful with that in headphones because it can get a little distracting, but if your balances are cool and you've got frequencies gluing things, it could work. Think about that. And things like distortion, brightness or darkness, all of these qualities that get into the texture of the sound that contribute to its vibe. The vibe of all the individual sounds stacking up to create the vibe of the overall production. Vibe. Groove on the other side of the equation. Groove is one of those things that it's like porn. Like,
whoa, bro, that was an accidental pause right there. What? What? I was gonna pause and say something else, but he caught me off guard right there, dude. Yo.
Of the overall production.
Bro, this video went from like fucking, it was all right, I was chilling, and now I'm like, Hmm? Hmm?
Vibe. Groove on the other side of the equation. Groove is one of those things that it's like porn. Like everybody knows what it is. You know it when you see it. It's really hard or impossible to define.
All right, guys. I know where he's been for the past 3 years. All right. I think I figured it out. I don't even need to say it. I don't even think we need to say anything. I don't even think we need to say anything.
The way that I think of groove is that it's the weird alchemy that happens.
Also, porn is very easy to describe. Naked people doing stuff with other naked people. Sometimes they're not naked. It's sexual generally, though. I feel like that's a pretty good descriptor there.
When two or more different rhythms overlap, and then their overlap creates new, I don't know, pressure gradients is how I hear it in my room.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now everything he's saying has this weird like sexual tone to it. I don't like it, dude. He's talking about pressure and shit like that. I don't like it, dude. Nah. Bro, his handshake is probably not even firm. It's probably like he's like getting real sensual with it. I don't know, bro. You know, honestly, I'd probably prefer one of those handshakes where someone crushes my hand.
There's all kinds of ways to hear or feel groove and to present a groove, but the idea is that you put in all the sounds that are happening in a given moment of a song.
His handshake is sticky. Oh, that's so good.
And together, they create a family of really what they are is rhythmic envelopes that are happening in time and in space.
Bro, I wish he didn't say the porn thing, dude. This is fucking me up, dude. I'm I'm recontextualizing everything he's saying now, dude. It's crazy how you can say one thing in your video that kind of just like ruins the rest of it.
Frequency domain and in the nonlinear domain. And the net effect is that it all breathes and moves kind of as one. And the more dramatic you can be about making that a coherent movement, and the more coherent you can get it so that it's not just this little like thing that's happening, but like the song is really like those kinds of things, when you can get pressure gradients happening in the
Okay, bro, this is getting crazy. This is getting nuts.
room.
I was gonna say like groove, maybe just have like the, when you're compressing, kind of like have the attack and release going with the groove. I like Kush too, but I think he may like some of us a little too much, possibly.
That will hit the body.
Don't do your hands like that, man. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, you're right.
That way, and we will have this visceral reaction to it. Doesn't mean we're going to like it, but that's okay because it's not your job to get anybody to like the song. It's just your job to get them to feel something, and then what they do with those feelings is their business. But if you get people feeling things in response to the music, you've done your job. And here's the beautiful and really challenging thing to get your head around. But oh man, if you have the vibe and the groove, now what you have to do is you have to, as quickly as you can in this mix, get the listener's attention.
I know, bro. Like, I kind of want to be like, hey, bro, you're gonna have to stand up for me, bro. You're wearing pants, right? You're wearing pants right now, right?
And then sustain it. Now, if you've ever tried to sustain a human being's attention, like I'm trying to do right now with you, it's an art. Hopefully what you haven't noticed is all the things that I'm not doing as I talk to you. I'm not talking to you unblinking in a monotone voice with the same rhythm happening over and over so that you can predict what I'm saying, right? I'm going to lose you so quickly if I do that. My voice is modulating up and down to make my points. I will rest and then wait a beat too long just to get your attention back. There's like all these things. I don't think about this shit when I'm communicating. You don't either. Nobody does, but some people are better at it than others, and they're better at holding people's attention. They're better at telling.
You've been assless chaps. No, I respect this guy, but the porn thing kind of definitely threw this off a bit for sure.
And they're better at delivering the punch of the story. That's what you got to do. You got your vibe, you got your groove. Now you have to use those to tell the story of the song. And so whatever you got to do, you want to hook the listener's attention as quickly as possible. And then usually once or twice within any given section of a song, you need to do something to re-engage their attention. And hopefully the
True.
music will do this. And what you're going to do is you're going to highlight. Maybe the guitarist does a little fill, or maybe the synth, there's a little sweep in the background or something, and you just kind of push that, or you add some reverb to it to spread it out for a sec, just for a second. All these little things to tickle the ears of the listener and their brain, so that if they were drifting, you kind of got them back. Or if they're listening to the song in the background, every once in a while it just taps them on the shoulder, says, "Hey, I'm here." So they're not forgetting about this stuff. They're not just completely blank.
Bro, I can't even focus on this video, dude. I'm so distracted by the fucking the porn thing. Maybe that's what he was trying to do here. Maybe that's what he was trying to do here. He was trying to create a hook so that you're like kind of just distracted for the rest of the video.
Working it out. Feel things. So you got your vibe, you got your groove, then you start telling the story once or twice in every section of the song. Try to find a way. It can be subtle, it can be overt, as long as it's effective, nobody cares, to re-engage the listener's attention. And then on the transitions of the music, try to do something, or if the music is hopefully doing it, to elevate what the music is doing organically so that the listener knows a change is coming. They can feel it or sense it. And then when it actually...
What are the comments like on this video? Bro, the thing is like a lot of this stuff that we notice when we're streaming, for some reason, no one picks up on it. Like that whole producer show that we like made fun of. Dude, no one's picked up on how weird that show is. Like, you go read the comments, go look at the like ratio, like no one's picked up on it. It's so weird, dude. It's like we're like going to like a different like realm here where we're like suddenly either seeing things differently or seeing how they really are or something, and other people aren't seeing them or something. It's like some red pill shit. You know what I mean? Not literally, but you know what I mean? Like, for lack of a better phrase. Like, I don't know. It's weird, dude. It's like we're like suddenly taking like the other pill or something.
actually happens, it's undeniable that we've entered a...
You know what it is probably too? You know what it is? I think people aren't focusing, you know? Like, because we're actually like listening to it. Like, we're putting our full attention to it. We're not doing anything else in the background, you know? So then we're like, wait, hold on. That was weird. Wait, that kind of just like changed the whole context of the whole video.
different section of the song. And then, again, the game continues. Keep their attention going through that section of the song. Now, all of this...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of done with this video. I mean, it was cool though. It was cool, but yeah, I mean, overall the idea is good, but man, that porn comment really threw me for a loop, dude. That was crazy. That was nuts. Okay. Yeah, I'll just hit the nuke. Fuck it. We're nuking everything.
What the fuck?
This is gonna be work. Okay, let's see. Boost Collective. What is Boost Collective? So supposedly Kyle is like tied to some sort of scam or something. I mean, not like literally. Okay, what is Boost Collective, guys? Someone needs to fill me in on this here. Okay, we'll start out with this here. So KyleBeats.com is shutting down. Boots Collective. All right, let's see. We're shutting down KyleBeats.com. Everything must go up to 75% off site-wide. After 8 years, I'm closing the doors on KyleBeats.com. But before it's gone forever, you can grab any kit, any product, 75% off. This is your last chance up to 30 days or gone forever. But I feel like he's just going to launch a new website or something. Oh, you guys can't see it. I feel like he's just going to launch a new website or something. Like, it's just going to be like KyleBeats.net or something afterwards. Oh, let's go look at it. Is it even closed yet? No, it's real. All right, guys. You get these quick if you want. Refund. All right, are these just like producer and act and packs and stuff like that? Is he like saying like all the plugins and stuff are going to be gone? Or is that not part of it? Artist packs. Yeah, this is not even where he has his plugins, I think. No, I didn't really check out anything from Superbooth. Like, I didn't really see much. Like, I just saw like a couple things and I talked about it in W&M. Yeah, acting like the store needs to get rid of product. I don't know. 75% off everything with code GOODBYE. Bro, this is crazy. My domain name time expired. He doesn't even have his plugins on here though. So maybe he's just like focusing more on the plugins or something. I don't know why he would do this though. Why would you do this, Kyle? All right, let's see. Here, let's check out this here.
I was wondering why
No, I
you
didn't go to
posted
Super
me.
Bowl.
Every musician knows the feeling of submitting your music to a blog, page, or website, and crickets. Nothing, including myself. Before I had any following, when I was completely broke, living at my parents' house, I was making tons of music, and not one person ever picked it up, ever. That type of stuff ruins people. You feel like your art is not as good as it really is. So
Wait. He's got Boost Collective on, bro. Supposedly Boost Collective is a scam. That's crazy.
I feel like going on a little bit of a redemption here. So I'm gonna create a completely anonymous artist and artificially create a buzz to submit to the same blogs and pages who previously denied me.
Bro, if you're using Submit Hub, like, it's never gonna work for anyone. Bro, this guy Cam Evans looks like Oompaville. What?
And get one person or
Oompaville?
playlist to accept me. Let's see how it goes. Thank you to Automate for making this video possible, but more on that later.
Wait, they hit me up. Are they legit? Are these guys legit? Can I accept money from these people?
Let me just introduce you to some of the targets. There are 3 tiers of targets. Tier 1,
This dude sucks. Well, he's supposedly promoting a scam in this video.
general. There's a lot of just random pages I've submitted to that I never got once picked up by anything. So I'm gonna use a website called Submit Hub that lets you submit to thousands of playlists,
They hit me up too.
bloggers, and
What even is audio? What is it? Audio Me? What the fuck is it?
influencers all at once. Tier number 2 is a page called Promoting Sounds. I was trying to get on Promoting Sounds for the longest time. I even submitted
They don't even get that much fucking. That's not even that much traction, man.
the exact song that we're gonna use for this to them. And tier number 3, the big daddy of them all. The first page I ever submitted to, the page doesn't even work anymore, dude.
Holy shit, he is living in the past, dude. What the hell's good music all day, dude? What?
There was a website called Good Music All Day. It was one of the biggest websites back in the 2010s.
Good music all day. Good music all day.
Responsible for blowing up Mac Miller, Macklemore, Wiz Khalifa. I was submitting mashups, dude. Oh my God. What is this, dude? This is the most embarrassing.
You were submitting. I was submitting mashups.
All, dude. I made a
I can't understand why they would like reject it, man. That's crazy.
song, bro, on GarageBand. The Good Boys. This is so old, dude. January 21st, 2011.
Oh, dude, this shit sucks. This is like first song type beat.
Oh God, dude, I can't fucking hear that. This won't be the last. Unreal, dude. Look at the message. This is the first song I've ever uploaded to Good Music All Day. Can't produce yet because I don't have the money for equipment yet, but this is just me messing around when I was bored on GarageBand. Be very appreciative if you put this up so I can try to get this whole music thing off the ground. It's crazy. This is like the message
Bro, that is so desperate, dude. That's crazy.
just I get today. And this won't be the last time you hear from me because it's just the beginning. Trust me, my producing is 100 times better
We do all have cringe material. This is crazy though.
than my singing.
I don't even think I have my cringe material anymore. Oh, you know, never mind. I have my whole YouTube channel, but you get what I mean. Like the stuff from way back then, I don't got that anymore. It's gone, dude.
And rapping. Wow. Obviously, Good Music All Day doesn't exist
Yeah, I don't have cringe material. All my shit rocks.
anymore. But person who created Good Music All Day, he goes by the name of Tim Weber. They created something called the Artist Community. So every week, Tim, this dude, what a picture, bro. He chose the picture, dude. They have a guest artist in there or something, and they just listen to music. If I can create this fake email, fake account, and join and send my song in there, I'm going to redeem the 2011 version of me, literally like just starting to get my toes wet. In order for me to submit to these pages, I need a song. I need a
Bro, this
fake
music is killing me, dude. What is this?
artist. I need to upload the song, and
It's not even on stable volume.
Plays.
It's so loud.
I have a plan for all of this, so stay tuned. All right, so here's what we're doing. I have this song that I put out for the OG Kyle Beats followers. Comment if you're an OG down below. Called You Were Wrong. So
Bro, you know what I'm gonna do to make it up to Tony for streaming at this time? When we're done with this stream, I'm gonna send you guys over to Tony.
recorded vocals on this. I recorded this in 2018, believe it or not. This is one of my favorite songs, dude.
A 5-year plan turned to a 1-month fling.
Turn that shit up.
I made it out the shit and now I'm on my own. I guess that I was right.
Bro, he bet.
Okay, you were wrong.
Bro, he better not be talking shit on ironically, bro, because I'm gonna fucking send 100 people to him. Not right now. Not right now. In a little bit.
Never thought I'd make it right here on my own. I can't believe that this is that year that I say that you were wrong. I made it out this shit and now I'm on my own.
Look how mad he is. Is he really mad? Oh, I froze myself. Hold on, let's go look. Where is it? Did I close it?
An accordion, you know.
Those were the cool music stores, man.
You're just joking? Okay, okay. He seems chill. All right. Just making sure, bro. I don't know, man. They were saying some shit earlier in the chat.
Song, but when I sent it out to people, nobody even answered back the email. Promoting sounds. So I thought, what if I present this in a different way? I still have the stems just sitting on my Dropbox. Oh, and the song is called You Were Wrong. This is literally
No. You're rehashing the song.
Perfect. I want to see, can I create an aura of an artist and just make it feel like
Aura farming.
This person is the next up and coming thing, rather than just this YouTuber music producer that sells beats online.
I guess shit changed and I guess I went this way.
All right, so now what I'm gonna go do is go to Audime. So I'm gonna go to Audime.com. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can change my voice a little with AI. That's because the people that
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not promoting this shit, dude. Never mind, dude.
Run these pages, I have relationships with them now. So they would easily be able to recognize my voice even if they didn't know the song. AI is tricky in music. Some things are good, some things are not. But what has become really cool with the AI vocals is you can make really cool samples. So
damn, bro, he don't give a fuck, dude. Yeah, this is why I didn't really look at the email. I'm pretty sure I saw this and I was like, oh, AI. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna promote some AI shit.
Oh, you can record really cool and put them in your.
Can you imagine if I promote I did a full sponsored video on AI, some AI shit? Oh man, bro. It'd be over.
Your beats, put them in your tracks, and what you can also do is literally what I'm gonna do. Take the vocals here.
A 5-year plan turned to a 1-month fling.
I'm gonna literally drop my entire acapella in here, and I'm gonna change it to someone else's voice. They have a whole selection of artists in here that you can change your voice to. I don't know.
None of them exist.
They also have these new soul artists.
When I'm gonna stand. Blue skies.
You can make some really cool samples with this. Even Kanye West was seen using Audime to convert his vocals on his newest
Yeah, everyone was talking shit about that, dude.
album.
AI money must be crazy, bro. You could probably buy a car with this afterwards.
Change his voice to my voice.
A good car.
If you ain't sucking dick, movies, you can get the fuck up on my shit.
If you ain't sucking dick, movies, you can get the fuck up on my shit.
We'll try 30% conversion.
Was that supposed to be good, dude?
Remove.
Yeah, nobody liked that shit. Everybody was trashing it, actually.
Gonna keep Mark for
people actually supported him more for the Hail Hitler song than they supported that shit. Dude, that's nuts.
for now, but I do want to. Mark sounds like this. He's like a singer. I want rap, but not crazy rap. All right, so I've been working on this a little bit. I ended up going with our boy Tyler. Feel like the tone of his voice.
I made it out this shit and now I'm on my own. I guess that I was right and okay, you were wrong.
Fucking trippy because it's supposed to be my voice and it's not.
And that's what's cool is they have all different models that can work based off of your voice tone and stuff like that. You can even train your own AI voice here. You can isolate vocals so if I didn't have the stems, I could drag the song in here and get the stems. Luckily, I had them saved from 2018. So if you use the code KyleBeats, you'll get 30% off the first year or 3 months free.
We won't
use
be
the link
doing
in the
that.
description or scan.
Wait, I am curious how much it costs, though. This is .com. How much does it cost? 12 a month, 25 a month, 49 a month. I mean, it's not crazy, but...
And the QR code on the screen. But it sounds pretty good. I just have to remaster it now. And then we can create our fake person.
I don't know, bro. The song doesn't really seem that good. It's okay, right?
I saw Fate or something oh, that's pretty cool, dude. Come on, bro. What is the name of this song though? All right, we'll figure that out. Does it make a cool
bro? It's a fucking gamer tag.
Z or anything? If I connect this to that feels cool, dude. Okay, this is I don't know what this is. My profile picture. Oh, that's cool as fuck, dude. Come on, I can make the cover art. Ooh, I can make a cover art slideshow of that, dude. Okay, we got our artist Fate right here.
Bro, this looks like you're about to drop some fucking hard ass dubstep. This looks like it's about to be some like hard ass dubstep.
Fate right here. I'm gonna
That music does not match at all.
upload this now to DistroKid. Artist band name Fate. Is this artist already on Spotify? Probably.
Yeah, bro, it's like a gamer tag, dude. It's like a fucking dubstep gamer tag shit.
Sure, there's a Fate, dude. There's one artist named Fate on Spotify, dude. Fuck them, dude. These are all.
What the fuck, dude? You're just gonna like shit on that dude for like your stupid fucking experiment? It's kind of fucked up.
Fire, dude. But this is the cover, I think. Okay, song title. What is the name of this?
5-year plan turned to a.
I can't call You Were Wrong.
I guess that I was right and okay, you were wrong.
I guess that I was right. Boom. And post to DistroKid. Looks good. Record label, it's only Fate. And it's going to be at 0 plays. So in order to get it not at
Do you actually know Fate? You gotta be fucking with me right now.
0 plays. I got something. I have an idea.
Boost Collective. Okay, remember that name, all right?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, dude? How you doing?
Dude, the pro cam, dude. I feel like I'm in a Kyle Beats video.
You're in the video right now.
That's crazy.
So my friend Ronan owns a company called Boost Collective where they help artists get into playlists organically and with paid traffic. So I'm going to fill him in on what I'm trying to do here. I'm doing something where...
Hold on, should we continue watching this or should we look at how Boost Collective is a scam? Hold on, let's look at how Boost Collective is a scam here before we like really judge it too much more. Okay, this is what I was getting into here. Okay. All right, check this out, guys. Music scam alert. Boost Collective, March 23rd, 2025. The Boss Baby Bot Farm. Boost Collective is not legit. It's 7 p.m. Do you know where you're... Wait, what? What is the fuck, dude? We're pretty sure the parents of Boost Collective's 4 executive founders are starting to wonder where theirs are, because let's just start this introduction with the plot twist. Boost Collective is run by 4 childhood friends who are still very much in their childhood. Okay. Seems like a little personal so far here. At least when it comes to emotional maturity, they're barely old enough to vote, much less make $50,000 a month scamming indie artists, and they have been making at least that much since they were 16 years old. That's actually crazy. We're dealing with what we like to think of as 4 kids stacked on top of each other in a trench coat pretending to be adults. Wait, hold on. You guys ever watch BoJack Horseman? Dude, that makes me think of this. Vincent Adult Man. Wait, where is it? Vincent Adult Man. You can't really see it very good here. But more on that later. We should probably cover the groundwork first. So you're probably wondering, what's the verdict? The results were in. Boost Collective is a scam. Continue reading the report for exhaustive evidence and documented acts of fraud. Playlisting and distribution, except the scam version. What does that mean exactly? The independent music industry is filled with opportunities for artists, but is also rife with predatory companies that exploit aspiring musicians. One such company that has come under scrutiny is Boost Collective, a Canada-based service claiming to help artists gain streams, playlist placements, and marketing exposure. While their promises sound enticing, a deeper investigation reveals a business model built on deception, manipulation, and fraud. So I'm assuming they're telling you that you're going to get organic traffic, but it's actually all botted, which is very common with these sort of companies, businesses, whatever. Like most people doing music promotion are not going to give you the real thing, because the real thing is actually very difficult. Otherwise, anybody would do it. You have to know people. You have to know the right people. You don't just have to know people. You have to know the right people. It's not always botted. 99% of the time it's botted, though. It's just cheaper also. It's cheaper to fucking bot plays for people than it is to actually like get them real plays. Okay, so Boost Collective has been identified as a fraudulent operation that misleads artists into paying for services that do not deliver genuine results. The fraudulent playlist and distribution model forces artists to use their own distribution platform as a prerequisite for gaining access to their alleged playlist services. This alone is a red flag, as no legitimate playlisting service requires distribution exclusivity. The reason behind this requirement is clear. It allows them to mask bot-driven streams and avoid liability when Spotify detects artificial activity. Ooh. Okay. Boost Collective buying bots. Taken straight from Boost Collective blog. Here you can see them buying bots, as clearly noted in the screenshot on the right side. And the graph that's on the left side. Can we open this up? Is it small? hold on, what is this here? Playlist growth has expenses. Yeah, I mean, that traffic is kind of crazy. It's like a huge fucking jump, and then it just flatlines right there. You know, that's pretty nuts. That's not, there's no way that's organic. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to grow organically, it's going to have fluctuations, and it's also possibly going to go up or down after that. Like, it shouldn't just be holding a straight line. Why would they post this? Who knows? Maybe they honestly thought no one would know what the inside of an ad manager really looks like and would just assume this was all normal activities. It's obviously not. Reputable distributor such as DistroKid or TuneCore operates independently. Okay, let's not jump ahead here. Reputable DistroKid, TuneCore. Come on, guys. Popular, maybe. Popular, reputable. I don't know about that. They actively penalize artificial streaming activity, often removing tracks that trigger fraud and detection systems. Like, DistroKid will like put you in botted playlists, dude. Like, they do sus shit themselves. Just saying. Like, I'm not defending these guys at all, but I'm just saying, like, they're not really that reputable. By handling distribution in-house, Boost Collective absorbs the financial consequences while ensuring artists are left vulnerable to penalties, including music removal and account suspensions. Okay, let's look at what else they have here. Let's see, predatory distribution deal, a legal analysis. This document obtained through legal dorking methods sheds light on how Boost manipulates its artists into disadvantageous agreements while ensuring they retain absolute control over distribution revenue, exploit artist music rights, and limit exit options. Okay, mandatory distribution with Boost Collective. Okay, massive red flag removes artists. Yeah, we got that. They promise 91% of the royalties. Okay, unlimited license loophole, 12-month lock-in, content ID scam, marketing budget gimmick, fake Spotify screenshots. Dude, they have a lot of stuff here. Bro. Do we even need to go through this any further? Dude, this is... Look at how long this is. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Okay, I think we're just going to skip ahead here. Boost Collective is not just a scam. It's an engineered fraud ecosystem designed to extract revenue from artists in a self-sustaining feedback loop of deception. At its core, Boost has created a circular revenue machine in which artists are stripped of their rights, their earnings are funneled into Boost control, and fake streams generate revenue that continuously fuels the scam. This allows them to monetize the very songs they claim to promote. They have bot-driven playlists where artists' songs are placed on artificial streaming networks to generate fake engagement. This is where the cycle becomes insidious, since Boost is also the distributor. They have no incentive to remove the music even if Spotify detects the bot streams. This is made with AI. It has to be. I don't know. I mean, this seems pretty legit, though. It may have been like partially generated with AI at the very least. Let's see. Moral rights waiver, the most disturbing clause. Among all the exploitative contract terms Boost forces upon artists, one stands out. Yeah, it seems a little repetitive. Most concise breakdown is a post is the same writer on Reddit 2 months ago. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Jesus, I can't type right now. Oh, you got it. Nice. Thank you, Niles. Okay, founder of Music Scam Alert. Let's see. Okay, we already got a majority of this here. Okay, a lot of people saying they've been scammed by them. Their ads are all over the place too. I think we get the idea. Okay, so we have that information going forward. And Kyle Beats is featuring them in their video, like pretty heavily, actually. Like he was wearing a Boost Collective sweater, and then he's talking with the guy for Boost Collective right now. So maybe he does know, maybe he doesn't know.
Where I created a fake artist, and my whole goal.
He's like, yeah, I know a lot about that. I know a lot about. You created a fake artist? Yeah, I did that a lot this morning, actually.
I took one of my more popular songs that I recorded, completely transferred the vocals to AI using Automate, and I was wondering, since you guys help artists get more views, if I'm going to get accepted to some of these like playlists or like websites or YouTube.
What's this fucking music in the background?
YouTube channels. I feel like I need some traction. I feel like I can't be at zero. It looks a little weird. So that's where you come in.
Dude, what? I don't know, bro. This is looking really sus. This is crazy. Dude, I've never seen anyone look more guilty in my entire fucking life right now. Holy shit.
100%, bro.
Fate with a 4 as the A.
That's an AI voice? Dude. Damn, bro. Bro, yeah, we gotta crank these numbers a bit.
0. Yeah, so like how does that
we gotta crank these numbers a bit. Dude, this recontextualizes everything here.
how does that process work? Like it's like
Yeah, how does that process work? Tell me a little bit about that process. What is that process looking like over there?
legit people streaming it, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, yeah, legit people streaming it. Okay.
I'll chop up a bunch of clips that I think could be relevant as well to the song, and we can run those as ads. So if you have like a fake Instagram account,
Right.
we can through there, and then we'll be pushing the traffic to the song on Spotify, on Apple.
See, you know what I think they probably do? If I had to guess, this is just a theory. They probably do this, but they probably don't spend very much money on it. They probably spend like almost nothing. They may even possibly, allegedly, bot the likes on that. You know, because it's a lot cheaper to just do the bots than it is to actually run ads.
Apple Music.
Yeah, you could probably run a little bit of ads with like a lot of fraud, allegedly.
Everywhere, essentially. I think if you get like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 monthly listeners, you have a good chance of getting picked up.
That's crazy you could get that many. So I immediately changed my Chris Kyle Instagram to Fate Official so we could
Oh yeah, nobody's gonna figure that out, dude. Yeah.
get to work.
You say the other one you did like a fake artist with, you're just turning that into another fake artist. Yeah, nobody's gonna notice that.
Oh shit, okay, we're getting some streams pumping in here. 40 saved. Playlist ads 71. Oh shit, like we're actually getting people are actually interested in this song. I'm gonna submit my song now because it's gonna probably be a little bit for them to like review this stuff. And the first one is gonna be Submit Hub. Submit Hub is essentially a place where
Bro, you're not gonna get shit on Submit Hub. This place is terrible.
you can submit to get on any playlist.
Like, this is just a way for people to make money.
So there's a chance that I can go to a lot of different places from this. So I guess we'll just see. Try to make each submission count. I'm getting some plays now on Spotify and stuff like that. So I look like a legit artist. All right, here we go. Guess that you were right. Guess that I was right. Artist name, Fate, new artist. Where's this artist from? United States. What can you tell us about this song? This is the first song.
Bro, the name Boost Collective is like insanely sus too. Like, they're just saying it right. They're just putting it right out in the open.
I put out. I have been making music for other artists for years now. I guess this is my story. Just trying to win over. Do you rely heavily on AI for this song? No, AI did not play a major role in creating this song.
Bro, everything about this is like, everything is fraud here, dude. Everything in this video is AI or fraud. This is crazy. So he's lying to the fucking playlist people. The person he got to boost his numbers uses bots and shit like that. And then he like fucking uses the name and overwrites some like other smaller artists. This is fucking whack, dude.
Next place is Promoting Sounds. I'm not sure what their deal is now, and they have a spot.
Like, I get he's doing this for a video, but it's like, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty shitty stuff.
Spotify playlist. They have 2 million monthly listeners. This is Promoting Sounds. They have their own playlist too. I did submit this exact song.
Like, to be fair, he possibly doesn't know that Boost Collective is shitty. So, I mean, you could definitely let him out on that. Fate is actually huge. Is that another person? Imagine it's the same guy. Like, it's a nasty way to get plays. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at Fate up. Let's see. All right, Fate. Is it spelled like that? Oh, shit. Bro, it's linked to Kyle Beats right here. I don't even see the other Fate. Is it actually spelled like differently? Tom? Is it this person? Okay, I think I'm about Fate with like a 4. Okay, let me look at what it's looking like for Fate with the 4. Bro, that's crazy. 45,000 streams, 11,000 monthly listeners. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. That's looking kind of off for me. You would have way more streams for 11,000 monthly listeners, right? Anyone else have some experience with having their music on Spotify and at least having a moderate amount of monthly listeners? You would have way more streams for that amount of monthly listeners. Like, that's kind of, I mean, it doesn't prove it's fraud. I mean, they already kind of did prove it's fraud in that webpage, but like, this is crazy. Because 11,000 monthly listeners means there's 11,000 listening to it monthly. You know, how long has this video been up? Like a month or so, I guess. So it hasn't been that long, but it just doesn't add up. So the same people are probably listening to this song over and over.
Song to Promoting Sounds. I don't see any.
Yeah, people have like 50,000 monthly listeners and their biggest songs will be like millions.
Anywhere to submit, right? I think they just kind of work with artists now. But I did find this email. I have to make a fake email, dude, another one. This is by far the craziest challenge I've ever done. Okay, new email.
What the hell is that, dude? What was like some fucking Mr. Beast shit? Like, why did this get left in here? Was that an accident?
I have to make a fake email, dude, another one. This is by far the craziest challenge I've ever done. Okay.
What was that, dude? What was that? Dude, he really is like he's been trying to be the Mr. Beast of music production, you know?
New email. We decided to go with Yahoo because I have literally too many Gmail accounts. I'm banned. Fate. New artist.
It's a little weird. All right.
I love.
I mean, that picture says it all, dude. The picture says, like, what is there even to say?
He's the guy we were or anything like that. But because you get to tell your story, you know, in a different way. Is this Fate branding something cooler, a new...
That's one thing I actually do kind of like about Kyle Beats is he does like attempt to do this reality TV stuff, and it kind of... It sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work at all, but it's usually funny, regardless. For some reason, it's usually funny.
Hot up-and-coming artists. We'll see how this works out, dude.
It's Judgment Day, folks. Okay, what a weird way to start. It's time to start going through the first couple tiers.
This is the craziest challenge I've ever done.
Here, I spent a few $100s on ads with Boost Collective just to try to attract some viewers, and it worked. I have 2,000 freaking plays on the song. 114 saves, dude. Is that good? 5% saves on ads, though. Playlist ads, 200. Get your music.
Wait. Okay.
Playlist ads 200. Get your music reviewed and promoted by.
Bro, wait. Hold on a second. That is weird. That is fucking weird. 200 playlist ads for 2,400 streams. Yeah, that's a red flag right there. That's a fucking red flag. You're telling me? So 1,700 people listened to that, and it was added to 200 playlists off of those 1,700 people.
This adds 200.
I don't know, dude.
Get your music reviewed and promoted by 1,800 plus quality check Spotify playlists, music bloggers, and influencers. Let's see if anything accepted me. Welcome to submit.
Wait, did he pay to be submitted though? Because you have a better chance if you pay for sure.
Digest. Oh, what the? Teo Adutola of The Word Is Bond wants to.
Bro, this is not surprising at all. I've been accepted on Submit Hub playlists like before a long time ago.
Share fake sounds right here as a blog review and blog post. Dude, I actually got accepted. I got thewordisbond.com. Emerging rapper songwriter Fate enters our playlist with his first single, Guess That I Was Right. This track serves as an introduction to fans who are given a glimpse into his life. Dude, that is amazing, bro. 10K views a month on this website. That's not even that bad, dude. Top submissions March. Bro, I'll take it, dude. I will take it. That's a success for round 1, dude. Next is going to be my weird Yahoo Fate. I had emailed promoting sounds from this Fate Yahoo email account. We're going to see if I even got an email back. No way for me to know this. I haven't checked it. Round 2, baby. Promoting sounds. Oh. I have one email. I have literally one email in here. Oh, it's the welcome to Yahoo Mail email, bro.
Yeah, Fate's gonna be huge, dude.
Damn. You know, that was disappointing when I didn't get a response from Promoting Sounds.
That's actually funny.
Back in 2017, 2018, or whatever it was. It's probably just as disappointing. I'm not sure if they're just not as active. Tier 2 is a fail. A really bad fail. Okay, so we're 1 for 2
That's so
here.
good. Oh, I got one email. It's the welcome email. Fuck.
Tier number 3 is going to be the grouped meeting in the artist community. I just want to get my song played. I'm not sure how many submissions there are. And then I want to ask Tim, like, is this...
Look at that fucking webcam quality. What? Fucking interrogation room footage. Security cam footage.
Something you would see yourself posting. And if I can get a yes from that, that will be a success. So hopefully I get a good response. And if not, then screw it, bro. But we'll see. The song is already submitted, so we just got to wait until Tuesday. And then, okay. This is the moment of truth, folks. I'm in here.
What is he drinking?
Right now.
What is that? What is that? Coffee?
I'm in here right now. I'm preparing to join this live stream. The artist community. And I'm not going to turn my
coffee with a little Baileys in it.
Camera on. I'm not going to turn my mic on. And I'm just hoping that they don't fucking ask me. And I might have to even like shut off this fucking camera as I join. I don't know. And have another camera here maybe, because I just don't want to even risk being fucking seen, dude. Like, what the fuck? Kyle, they'd be like, oh, Kyle Beats. And then they see my name. Oh, damn. I like hate doing stuff like this, but it makes good videos. So yeah, I got 15 minutes. I think I'm ready. Okay, the night was underway and we were listening to all the submissions. The only problem was mine was nowhere in sight, but I wasn't going to give up.
Scammed.
So I'm just going to wait it out to see if I see Fate on there. And hopefully I at least...
Bro, the fucking hair, dude. Oh my God.
At least get mine played, man.
All right, it's Shamak. I'm going to bring you up.
Dude, he genuinely looks like fucking Vincent. He like, not exactly Vincent adult man, but he looks like a Vincent adult man right now. Like there are 3 children stacked inside human clothes, human adult person clothes.
I at least get mine played, man.
All right, it's Shamak. I'm going to bring you up right after I hit play on the next one, Fate.
You think you can do this the whole time? You think it's that easy? Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. A 5-year plan turned to a 1-month fling. A bunch of alcoholics riding in boats for the spring. You can spring into action, see the trouble right in front of you. Cause a boat full of L's turned to a handful of W's. I don't care, so don't ask me any questions. But your best chance is to ask too many questions. We can hold hands if it makes you feel better, but I promise nothing will make you feel better, yeah. I made it out this shit and now I'm on. I guess that I was right and okay, you were wrong.
What are you guys' thoughts on this?
I never thought I'd make it right here on my own. I can't believe that this is that year that I say that you were wrong. I made it out this shit and now I'm on my own.
Discount Macklemore.
I guess that I was right and okay, you were wrong. Never thought I'd make it right here on my own. I can't believe that this is that year that I say that you were wrong.
So you can do what you're doing, and I'll do what I'm doing.
Fate, what up? Can we hear you?
Yeah.
I can see it looks like OBS. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
What up, bro?
What's up, dude? Remember, I know Tim personally now, so I'm trying to put on a voice that just doesn't sound like me so I can still get my unbiased reaction to the song.
How old are you?
25.
No shit. I would have thought you came from the blog era. I thought you were going to be around 35.
Literally everything that came to mind was all blog era guys.
Yeah, that was like a mix of like Asher Roth. Is that...
Bro. They're just like, you seem kind of like Kyle Beats or something. You seem like, yeah, you're like Kyle Beats' age.
Is that your kind of sound? Are you familiar with like either the blog era or like that style of hip hop? Because that sounded right in that lane.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. In general, the really tough part with that kind of music is the part of making people fans of you and not just adding that to like a hip hop playlist or like that's my vibe playlist side. So can you give me a little context on yourself or like where you are?
Well, I definitely don't have like a large YouTube channel or anything. I'm definitely not wearing a sweatshirt of like a known scamming promotion company or anything.
Are right now in life or artist journey or like fans
where in the country you are?
Yeah. Definitely don't have beats in my name.
Yeah. I'm just getting feedback right now. That's like the main, just making music and getting feedback. What did you think of it? Just in general. Is this something you would post or something somewhere?
Yeah, so I mean, like as some.
Hey, you sound like really familiar. Like I feel like I know you personally.
That used to run one of the bigger music blogs. This would be one of those where it would depend to me on the music video.
Dude, this has got to be set up. This has got to be fucking set up. They're talking about the blog that he was talking about that's gone now, and earlier in the fucking video. Fucking Christ.
Sound is good.
Oh, this guy is actually spitting. What he's saying is correct.
But if you make something you love and it only reaches a fraction of the people, the satisfaction that comes from that is addictive. Is like, oh.
Bro, what is Oompaville doing here, though? Can somebody explain that? Top right corner. What is Oompaville doing here?
Oh, I was fully me and people still fucked with it. Well, now what can I do? Yeah.
And there was only one more thing left to do. I submitted like a lot of stuff to Good Music All Day, like a lot of years ago. Yeah, so I was wondering why you never posted me.
Oh my God, it's called beats! What a dick!
Fucking way. That's awesome.
Oh, what up, bro? No shit.
Bro, I don't know what the hell to make of that video. I don't know, dude. The reveal did kind of feel a bit staged. I don't know, man. All right, guys. I think I'm going to head out in a minute here. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's not too late. Make sure to still hit the like button if you have not hit the like button yet. Subscribe if you're new here. If you want to donate and support the content, if you enjoyed it, consider donating via the Stream Elements link in the description or a super chat. All great ways to support. Yeah, any support is appreciated. I'm going to send you guys through to Tony Black here in a minute. Hopefully he's not shit talking me. Let's see if he's still on. Next live stream soon. I'm gonna do one soon. I'm gonna go play with my kid. Let's see. This is my first time ever raiding someone. Yeah, consider donating if you want, guys. Search videos from other channels. Wait, how do I do this? Oh, he doesn't have it turned on. Oh, he fucked up there, bro. He fucked up. He doesn't have it turned on. See? I was actually going to redirect people there. All right, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been fun. See you guys next time. I guess we'll do another one pretty soon. Had to get in some content. Video tomorrow.
Weaver Beats' children more than he does. I love Weaver Beats' children.
The song playing?
I love Weaver Beats'. I pay for my shit. And the only person that benefits is Weaver's Google AdSense. So you're telling me, Weaver, you can look in the mirror every 21st of the month and you look at that Google check from AdSense and you say, yes, I did it again. I got paid for destroying black communities. I got paid for destroying the producer community. I got paid for making the wife look at the husband differently. I got paid for separating the father and the son. Oh, I got paid for talking crap and accusing people of crimes they didn't do. I got paid for spreading lies and misinformation I didn't research. How do you look at yourself in the mirror and take the money and with a smile? I love Weaver Beats' children. I love Weaver Beats' children more than he does. I love Weaver Beats' children. I love Weaver Beats'. I pay for my shit. Let's just define what war is. War is the maximum conflict. Okay, there's There's disagreement, there's argument.